let's get into using a command line tool framework called Qlik. Using DevOps methodologies and using command line tools go really well together. Part of it is that you can build automation easily with command line tools. And one of the best command line tool frameworks is Qlik. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a hello command line tool here called hello. So I'll touch the file first, and then I'll look at this file menu here and find that file. And then now that it's open up, I can go ahead and close this again. And what I will do is import Qlik. So that's really the first step. So import Qlik, great. And then one of the things I can do as well, if I click on this, is that I can make sure that I'm using the right environment here. And this is a great way to make sure that I'm using the right Python interpreter. I can actually go down here and type in Azure DevOps bin Python, just like that. And then this will make sure that I'm using the virtual environment Python. So this is a great way to make sure that I get the right completion. That's a neat little trick with Visual Studio. So now that I've done that and I have Qlik imported, I can write a hello function real quick. And this hello function will take a name and some color. And then what I can do is I can say if the name is equal to Thor, then I'll do something. Otherwise, I'll do another thing. So we'll type in else and something else, and even put this here and say do something. Great. So this is really the gist of why I would build out a function here. And what I can do is now build out a if name stanza. So we'll say if under name is equal to main, and this is really a way of telling Python to only run this last block here if it's actually run as a script. And that's all this does. It's a neat little trick that makes it run as a script. So this is close to actually having a command line tool. I just wanted to first show the structure here. So what I'm going to do now is add the Qlik tricks here. And the Qlik tricks are, I'm going to first make it a Qlik command, and all you need to do is type in @qlik.command, and then I'll put in a help menu, and we'll say this is just a hello app. It does nothing. And then I'll need to have something that accepts those parameters as options. So what I'll do is I'll say @qlik.option. We'll say name, and I'll add a prompt in here. And this prompt would only be triggered if I didn't put in that flag. So I can say I need your name, and then that's really the only thing I would need to do other than maybe a help message. And I could say help need name or something like this, and then add one more Qlik option here, which will again capture the command line parameter, and we'll say color and do a similar jump through the options here, and we'll say prompts equals I need your color, like that. And then we'll say help equals this is your color. There we go. And then that's pretty much ready to go. And really all I need to do now is put in what I want to happen inside of here. Now Qlik has some neat little tricks that we'll use. And one of the tricks that it has is that I can actually put formatted text of different colors. So I'm going to say Thor, you are always red, and then I'll put in some styling here, and I'll say Qlik echo Qlik.style, and we'll say f hello world. Perfect. and I'll put in that name that's going to get captured from our command line tool. And then I can say inside of this that I want the foreground color to be equal to red. There we go. And you can see as I was typing in those commands that it gave me some helpful hints in there. So next what I'll do is I'll take this out and I will say click.echo, click.style, and I'll do F, hello world again. And in this case, I will also use the name because this would be in the scenario where it doesn't match Thor. And then I will put in the foreground is equal to whatever color they want to pass in. So we'll say, here we go, color. Perfect. Right, so what is this code going to do? Let's just walk through it real quick. I import the command line tool, I make it library, and I make it into an app that accepts a name and a color parameter. And if the name matches the word Thor, then it's going to print out Hello World Thor in red. Otherwise, it'll print out whatever color you prompted. So let's go ahead and try this out. All right, Python, hello. Let's put in Thor. Let's try that branch first. And for color, I'm going to put blue, but we know it won't work because it'll pass through. Great, that works. Okay, we can see that there's a bug in the code here where color is a string and it should have been a variable. So let's go ahead and take that out and let's run it again. And this is a great example of why command line tools are so good at being iterative. And I'll go through and run this again. So we'll say Python hello, and I'll say I'll need your name. We'll say Bob, and your color will be blue. And in this case, it still doesn't work because it needs to be lowercase. So let's run it again here, and we'll say Bob, and then blue. There we go. Hello world is Bob. So even though it's easy to make mistakes and make changes back and forth, because the command line tool is so flexible and it's very easy to make options here, I can make this feedback loop very, very quick. So this is one of the reasons why I like command line tools for automation. Let me show you one last thing you can do. And if I go through here and I say Python hello dash name, and then we'll put in Sally, and then we'll put in color green, we also can do it without needing to do a prompt. There we go. And we can see that this prompt shows that Sally, the color is actually green. So this is a very, very powerful tool, and it's a great way to start to build automation.